After just over a week of sensational and shocking claims, tomorrow will see the legal teams for Coleen Rooney and Rebekah Vardy deliver their closing speeches. The Wagatha Christie libel battle at the Royal Courts of Justice has given us extraordinary glimpses into the world of footballers' wives and the impact of the case on both Coleen, 36, and Rebekah, 40. Rebekah has taken Coleen to court for defamation, after Coleen claimed in 2019 that she was leaking posts from her personal Instagram profile to the Sun newspaper. Rebekah vehemently denies this allegation. A date has yet to be set for Justice Stein to give her judgment on the trial, but as the case nears its end, we take a look at 8 of the biggest bombshells from the legal fight. Coleen says she and Wayne temporarily split while on the stand. Coleen spoke about the impact the alleged leaking of stories from her personal Instagram had on her. The mum of 4 referenced a post on her Instagram about Wayne and the kids at home in 2017. At the time, speculation was rife the pair had split after Wayne was stopped by police for drink driving with partygoer Laura Simpson in Cheshire. Coleen was heavily pregnant with the couple's 4th child at the time. Although the post was not printed in the Sun article, an image of her and the kids that she posted on her public Instagram was used with only a reference to the Wayne picture. She said the article, suggesting Wayne was back in her bed, affected their relationship. Giving evidence, Rooney said, with the pajama post, "At the time there had been a situation which was wrongdoing by my husband, but I was in a vulnerable situation. I didn't know how my marriage was going to work out. I didn't know what was going on in that relationship, so we agreed to work things out. I had not settled on this. Is it that we are getting back together? At this time there was speculation I was back at the house as I was spending a lot of time at my parents' house. That was information I was happy to share with my private group, and we were trying to sort out the relationship and see where things were going. But I didn't want the public to know that. I didn't want them to know, this is it, we are getting back together. I know how quick the press are to jump on things." Rebekah regrets comparing Peter Andre's manhood to Chipolata during the first day of the trial. An interview Rebekah gave to News of the World in 2004 resurfaced, where she talked about having sex with Peter Andre while she was married to her ex-husband. In the article, Vardy said the singer was hung like a miniature Chipolata and made no attempt to satisfy me. While being cross-examined by Rooney's barrister, Vardy said she was forced into the situation by her husband. "This is something I deeply regret and something that is very much part of my past. It is not nice to read. But I was in a terrible relationship. The consequences of not doing something were far worse than doing it," she said. Later on in the trial, the I'm a Celeb winner said, "There's a lot of things in there that didn't come out of my mouth and misrepresented, and circumstances around that article I'm deeply sorry for." She added that she was very young at the time and sent Peter and his wife Emily messages a couple of years ago. Rebekah feared she would lose her baby. The trial has heard about the emotional impact the Wagatha Christie saga has had on the pair, ever since Coleen's now famous Instagram post in October 2019. When taking the stand yesterday, Wayne described how the situation has been traumatic for Coleen, and how she has become a different mother, a different wife. Vardy was pregnant with her daughter Olivia Grace when the Wagatha post was published, and spoke during the trial of suffering from panic attacks and anxiety. She spoke of her emotional state at the time she was exporting messages for the trial, during which she claims many were inadvertently deleted. She said, "I wasn't very well, I was having constant panic attacks, anxiety, I was scared I was going to lose my baby." Who are Mrs. F, Mr. H and Mr. G? Last week, Vardy was questioned about text messages between her and her agent Caroline Watt in relation to a mysterious celebrity love triangle. The celebs involved in the scandal have been given pseudonyms, but some details of their identities were revealed in court. It's been confirmed that Mrs. F is a well-known celebrity, that Mr. H is her estranged husband and that Mr. G is a well-known footballer. The messages that Vardy sent allege that the celebrity was cheating on her husband with the footballer, and Coleen's barrister David Sherborne said that the husband had cheated on his wife early in the relationship too. Mr. Sherborne told the court today about a conversation that happened between Vardy and Watt. One message to Watt talking about the well-known celebrity said, "Oh my God, have you seen how badly Mrs. F is behaving? I'm actually disgusted with her." And another said, "Leak the story about her shagging G behind H's back." But Vardy denies that the messages prove she had tried to leak the story, claiming she was just joking in the messages. Coleen claims Rebekah actively wanted to be famous. Rooney said in her witness statement that Vardy certainly stuck out to me as being someone who actively wanted to be famous and used a common tactic of staging paparazzi shots. She also said she had never had an issue with Vardy and the pair got on fine. But she said Vardy was keen to be friendly with me and she was trying too hard and it was a bit too much. She went on to say that, in hindsight, she believes messages Vardy sent to her were fishing for information and thought being close to her would help her own interests. Wag's reaction to staged pap shot at 2018 World Cup. While cross-examining Vardy, Mr. Sherborne suggested she gave a photographer the name of the Wags Hotel and the restaurant in St. Petersburg at the World Cup 2018. Vardy denied it and said photographers were outside the hotel. Mr. Sherborne said it was a staged pap shot and she was worried if someone else got the picture too it would lose its financial value, which Vardy denied. Sherborne claimed the Wags did not like the fact Vardy had set up the photo and they wanted the pictures putting out on social media to remove their sale value. He said an FA representative said in a witness statement some of the Wags had expressed to her their annoyance and disbelief at being set up to be in the photo by Vardy. Mr. Sherborne said the FA rep claimed Harry Maguire's fiancée Fern Hawkins had expressed her upset and was embarrassed, was not prepared and had not expected to be put in that position. Vardy replied, "No. Fern posted many of her own images of that night, where we were, what we were doing and what we had eaten." Reaction to Wagatha post was way bigger than Coleen expected. While being questioned by Vardy's barrister Hi Tomlinson QC, Rooney said she did not realize how huge the story would be, after her October 2019 Instagram post. "I knew that it would get attention, but I didn't think it would be big," she said. "I didn't think I would be sitting here today. It was way bigger than I intended." Mr. Tomlinson said she designed her reveal as a whodunit to attract attention. "I use dots a lot," she said in court. "That was just the way I write. It came natural to me. I had come to the end of what I could do." Wayne vs Jamie. After Vardy and Rooney finished giving evidence, it was time for their footballer husbands to have their say, over a disputed conversation during the Euros 2016, after Wayne claimed in court he was told to tell Jamie Vardy's wife to calm down. On the stand yesterday, Wayne spoke of his alleged awkward conversation with Jamie regarding his wife. He said, "It was awkward for me to have to speak to a teammate regarding his wife." Wayne claims they went to a games room to sit down and have a chat. Mr. Rooney had a coffee and Mr. Vardy had a Red Bull. He said in court he 100% had a chat with Mr. Vardy, after he was asked to by the England manager at the time Roy Hodgson. Rebekah previously told the court that her husband Jamie told her that he never had a talk with Wayne regarding her media activities causing trouble for the England squad during the Euros in 2016. Jamie later claimed Wayne was talking nonsense, as he spoke on the High Court steps. He said, "Wayne is talking nonsense. He must be confused because he never spoke to me about issues concerning Becky's media work at Euro 2016. There was nothing to speak about. I know this because I discuss everything with Becky."